This is just going to be a short part 2. I haven't taken anything apart yet. Prior to taking it apart, what you're going to want to do is be at make sure you're at top dead center on cylinder number 1, which was described in previously in part 1. You're going to want to make sure, again, your timing marks are lined up in there. Can't really see, but you will on your bike. Okay, in pre-disassembly, this is what you're going to want to do. You have your cam chain here. What you're going to have to do is you have your cam chain tensioner, which is right here. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to loosen that bolt. There's going to be a spring that comes out. Then you're going to pull those 2 bolts right there and there, and that's going to come out. And I'll make another video on when it comes out and how to put it back in correctly, but that's going to have to come out so you got some slack in your cam chain. Then you have this top cam chain guide, I guess we'll call it. It's got 4 bolts here. You're going to take those out first. You're going to pull that out. Then you're going to work from the outside to the inside on taking these bearing caps off. In the book, it describes you're only supposed to take them out a half turn at a time to avoid breaking anything. So you're going to work from the outside to the inside, and you're going to lay them out, and you got to put them back exactly how they go. Exactly. So I recommend getting some newspaper on your bench, getting a nice spot cleared off. Doesn't look too clear there, but that's all right. And it's just so critical that you put them back exactly how they go. And now once you get these caps off, you're going to have to slip the camshafts out from under this chain. Now you're going to always have to keep tension on this chain, because if it falls down in there or it falls off that sprocket, you know, you may be looking at stripping down the whole engine to get it back on, which would not be too pleasant. Okay, but also when you're at top dead center on cylinder 1 ready to take it apart, you're going to have these marks. You're going to have one, see this little line here? You're going to have that, it's kind of tough to see, I know, but you have this little line on this bearing cap here. And that's going to be aligned with a little punch mark on the cam chain sprocket. And those are going to be lined up perfect when you're at top dead center on cylinder 1. That's how you want to take it apart. That's how it's going to go back together. Same on the exhaust camshaft. You're going to see that little mark and that little punch mark on the cam chain sprocket. Those are going to be lined up perfectly. It's very imperative that you keep tension on that cam chain as you take these camshafts out. Now unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to film that while I'm doing it. So stay tuned for part 3, and well, I'll have this bad boy apart and ready for some shim action. Alright, that's all for now, folks.